Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new week. We are your captains speaking because we have no control on this flight. We are about to have a insane week. Welcome to the Table Talk
Everyone,
podcast.
how you doing? Have you been doing well? How's your evening? How's your day, morning, noon, night, weekend? What's up? We're back. And today we have... How you doing?
I'm great, guys.
We have a guest. Who you be?
I'm Mel.
Oh, Mel. Welcome back, Mel.
Hey,
Thanks.
Mel.
Oh, cheers. Always a pleasure, guys.
Oh, my gosh.
Today we have a very interesting bunch of things to discuss. And we wanted to get a lady's advice because, you know, a lady knows best when it comes to matters of the heart. Would you agree?
I do agree.
You do agree.
So we're trying to mix it up, fam. You know, we have been doing podcasts for a bit now.
Yes.
And we have, you know, we've been really serious. There's like one topic, we talk about it, we discuss it at depth. Today, we are going to do our first episode of a quick fire podcast, meaning we're going to try and answer as many questions about a topic as we can.
And today, to kick things off, as with all things, you got to talk about love.
Relationships in the friendship. Nope,
The
that did not.
friendships?
No,
Mel?
I mean, they start from friendships.
Mel, would you consider yourself a love expert?
No.
Okay. Honesty is great.
The last time you were on the podcast with us, we
Right.
talked about whether it's worth getting into a relationship, you know?
Yeah.
What's the point of doing it? How's your relationship so far with
My
life?
relationship with life? My relationship with life?
Yes.
My relationship with life?
That's a hard one, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm straight. Yeah, I mean...
It's all right.
Yeah, no, it's good, guys.
What have you been up to, Mel?
Journey.
You've got a brand new series.
I do.
You do have a
I do
brand
love
new
the
series.
If you
show,
guys watch
yeah.
View, Mel went through a really painstaking, tiring, relentless shoot.
Record-breaking.
Almost life-risking, in
Tell us
fact.
a bit more about this series.
This series?
What it be?
Oh, so the series is called Kalorga Baha Dawn. It is on view.com. You guys can stream it. And it is, it's a comedy, farcical, big, broad humor. It's ridiculous.
It looks great, though.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks.
It looks great.
Yeah, it's a crazy
we
cast.
saw the teasers. Yeah, there are some really good actors in
Yeah.
it as well.
Yeah.
You guys, we're not promoting View. We are just saying Mel did a great job, so go watch it.
No, tell us a
Thanks.
bit more about your character before we jump into the
Yeah.
podcast.
Sure.
Who do you play? What was it like? Yeah.
I play Susie Face.
Susie
Face. So she's a daughter of Harry Koch, who is a Chinese. Yes,
Wow.
Harry Koch. So you can tell.
You can tell what kind of series it's gonna be.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So she is the daughter of a Chinese seafood gangster.
Seafood gangster.
So your atypical like Chinese, what you imagine,
Wow,
like what you imagine that gangster would
seafood
be.
gangster.
Yes. Now, but she's different from her dad. She's very
Yeah.
proper. She's super elegant, and she has goals in life that involve getting as far away from I think her family. Like
Yes.
she wants to be posh.
She wants to be posh.
She wants to be posh. So the whole show is about like Malaysian's Godfather family. So it's like a gangster family story.
Yeah.
And I end up being match made and married into the Bahadon family. So to the main hero, played by Remy Ishak, whose character is Jodan. So I've
Remy
been
Ishak.
Oh my
amazing.
goodness.
Oh
Just-
yeah,
just
he's amazing.
saying. He's
So
the-
hardworking.
Oh,
So I've become his wife.
Yeah. We gonna, you know, if you want to find out more, go and catch it again.
Yes, you need
we
to.
Ain't, we ain't paid to do this. Shout out to the View fam.
If
thank
you wanna,
thank you for taking
we're
care
so
of this.
open.
You know, thank you for taking care of this. A lovely lady right here, guys. Are you ready for what I would say a revolutionary change to the podcast industry? Right.
it's
Hey, whatevs. Today, we're going to be talking about everything we can talk about when it comes to relationships. You know, we want to just keep it light and breezy today. Are
light
you guys
and
ready?
breezy,
Yes.
Light and breezy.
like a kilt.
Fire away.
Goody squeezy. Let's go.
First
up,
question.
How do you tell? Okay, I just saying, just a background. I just put out a question on Instagram. So like, you know, if you're not followed on Instagram, you know, hit us up. All our tags.
Yeah.
These are crowdsourced questions. Are you all right? Question
The
one.
best kinds.
Ready.
How do you tell if you really like someone?
Mel?
How do you tell if you really like someone?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you have that.
There you go.
Yeah,
All right,
you do.
have
You got that little, the little, is the flutter is there.
Right.
You like him. It's the atypical stuff that they sing about in songs. You
You
can't
think about them all the time.
No, you can't say that anymore. Of course, the
Right.
songs nowadays like get nasty,
get
nasty.
Oh, that's true.
Put your back
Put it on the
on
ball,
my
get
little
nasty.
body.
I mean, that's kind of true too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
you are thinking.
Okay. So let's say what safe way to put it is always on your mind.
Always on your mind. I think for me it's like I want to keep seeing or talking to this person, right? Like you just want to have more.
Yeah.
Get more.
It's like it's that whole story, that whole thing where you're like, it's just better when they're there. You just want them around all the time.
Fine line between obsessive and
Oh, that's when you print out
liking
pictures
someone, right?
and start kissing the A4 paper.
Yeah, when you start camping outside their house, maybe not a good idea.
Maybe it's not a good idea.
Maybe
It's
not a good idea. No.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you tell if someone likes you?
Oh, very easy, Mel. Why didn't you tell us?
Oh, I'm really bad at that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm really bad. I'm like, no, they don't.
No, I think girls and guys. It's okay. I can't generalize this to just girls because as a guy, I've like girls and they just he doesn't like me. I'm like, hello, are you stupid?
Are you dumb?
But at the same time, I think it works both ways. But I think it's also because a lot of times when we like someone and they don't know, it's because they choose not to know and because they don't like you in return,
Absolutely.
right? Or they're just playing dumb. But what's the best way to tell someone likes you? I'll tell you from a guy's point of view. Guys don't do things
I was about to say
without
effort.
meaning.
I was
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to say effort. Suyen's marker is if he's getting out of his way to do
Yes.
something for you,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah. If
Maybe.
he's messaging you and like trying to ask you about your day and make small talk, that's a kind of good indication.
Unless you're Caleb. Caleb's just
Unless you're
you know,
Caleb. Caleb's a
just
friendly guy. He messages me.
Well, I'll tell you what what maybe did it for me
Right.
like recently
Go.
was being straightforward
Right.
about what you want.
Ooh.
That was so attractive.
But isn't it? But that's ideal.
Yes.
That's ideal.
But that's if like there is some sort of chemistry to begin with, right? Imagine if a nasty man came up to you and like, I want to go on a date with you. What would you say to that?
It's the thank you.
All right.
But,
Thank you.
Hey guys, remember we're doing this rapid fire. Okay, last tips.
Last tips to know if someone likes you.
What advice would you give for people? All these people beating around the bush.
beating around the
Like,
bush.
hey, you like me? I like you. Maybe he likes me. Maybe he don't like me. What will you do?
Get straight to the point.
Just get straight
Get
to
to
the
the point and
Don't
tell you,
waste
this is
your
what I
time.
want.
Yeah.
Hey, I really like you.
Yeah.
I wanna
Get
Yeah.
nasty.
spend more time.
Okay.
No, that wasn't
Also,
what you were gonna say.
Choose your words.
Choose your words.
Come on, so strong,
Be
guys.
charming.
Let's go.
All right.
Next up, is it all right? Ooh, this is a spicy question. Is it all right to date your friend's ex?
Ooh, mate.
Ooh.
There's so many fish in the sea, man.
Yeah. Why?
Why you gotta do that?
How close of a friend?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
First factor.
Okay,
How
best
close
friend.
of a
Let's just say best friends
Okay.
out. No,
No.
but
Best friends out,
it's
no.
happened before.
And also the thing is like, how serious of an ex was this? Was this like a couple of dates and
Yeah.
then no?
I think those two are the main factors, right?
Yeah, look, it happens. You
It
can't say it doesn't.
happens.
And I'm not about to be like deny it. If it was me and an ex and it didn't work out, it wasn't that
Right.
serious. You know, and then my friend ends up dating them. Honestly, I generally want my friend to be happy. If that works for her, great. But be honest.
you're
Just be
right.
transparent about
Yeah.
it. That's okay.
Also, if one party is still longing for the other party,
Yeah.
Don't do
it.
that,
Don't do that.
please.
We
Yes.
should kind of give this question a little bit more time because it's the title
I
Yeah.
think
of the podcast.
I think honestly, it's really a matter of how understanding are you to your friend.
I'm really understanding.
Yeah, and how much this person meant to you that
Correct.
you were dating.
Correct.
You know?
Is your needs that important over your friend's needs of like, closure or recovery?
Yeah.
Or you're just a selfish person?
You are just a selfish person because you gotta think about it this way. If you're still planning to be best friends or friends with your current friend,
Yeah, it's not
and then
easy.
your ex is now with them, or their ex is now with you, and you still want to hang out, it's a little bit awkward when the next time you guys play like Twister, right?
But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at how many, I know a friend who was like, hey dude, I just want to check with you.
Is it okay if I date?
Was that
Cool,
okay?
yeah.
Or So you
guess
know
if
that
you're
girl that you
mature
dated
about it.
once, how close were you? Because
Yes.
we like
No, but
we
Yeah.
hooked up,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
everyone was like, nah, actually it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's the
But
key.
see, checking.
Just be direct. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Be mature about it.
Yeah.
And if he or she is not okay, then know that it's not okay.
Yeah.
I think if you are friends enough, you'll be able to tell.
Yeah,
Yes.
You know, because if someone mattered to your friend, don't go and play this kind of games, you know, go mess up their
Don't
life.
play
Can you
sloppy seconds, man.
imagine how they would feel when the next time y'all have a friends outing together.
Ooh, and y'all gotta like, you know,
Oh, that's not cool.
you gotta play Twister.
I'm not in support of this because I feel
not in
it's
support of this,
it's
right?
pretty. It touches like really weird vibes in this kind of thing. Like, yo, don't mess with this kind of
Generally,
thing.
just stay clear.
Just take there are the girls.
There are so many other girls
They're
and
the
guys.
boys.
Right?
Go!
Someone even better.
Last words of advice. Go. Should you date your friend's ex?
I don't think it's black and white.
Yeah,
I think
it's
actually
not.
think it's okay because I'm
Right.
I'm just not gonna deny the person happiness, but
Right.
just be clear.
Just be clear. Be
transparent.
sensitive.
It does fall back to the first point we made just now.
sensitive, yeah.
Just be straightforward
Just
about
be
it.
straightforward and sensitive.
Ask and talk.
Yeah.
I think to be honest, a lot of today's answers are going to be like, hey, just be straightforward, communicate.
You see, no, but that's the
Don't talk.
common thread with all things love related. Just
Right.
be honest.
All right, let's go. Next up on the love related questions, how much should you change for someone else? Ooh.
This one, I feel, I'm going to say it real quick. Like we will say, oh no, not much, still be yourself.
Right.
But we're not the right person to ask. You have to ask the person's friends and be like, how much did he/she change after they got together? Because you can't be an objective third party viewing your own actions and your behavior. It's always got to be your friends, right? So, but if you had full control of yourself, how much would you change or should you change for your partner? Mel?
I think I'm pretty willing. I'm pretty willing to change, but I don't know. I think that's too general. That thing's thrown out too easily. You changed, like you dating with a person. I'm like,
Right.
well, I think it's more in the whole thing about relationship is how willing you are to adapt.
Tolerate.
It's tolerate and adapt.
Give and
And
take.
it's a give and take thing. And I would say I have made the effort. I would say change, but I've made the effort to really adapt in relationships. There are things that I felt that I needed to work
Defo.
on. I don't know. I
think-
don't see it as a
it's-
bad thing until
It's
you.
not. I agree. It's growth.
There's actually a quote unquote proper answer for this.
Okay.
A relationship is not a dead thing.
Yeah.
If you get into a relationship is alive, it grows, it
Yes.
changes.
It does,
If it changes, that means you too change.
Yes.
Change is inevitable in a relationship, but where that change is coming from is important because you should never be forced to change. You should
Yes.
want to change for someone else.
Yes.
That is
true.
probably the closest I've got to an answer because if you meet the right person, they change you to be a better version
That's
of
right,
yourself.
Yeah.
Brenda. That's
Full
right.
stop. Why are we bringing Brenda? Brenda is on audio
Yeah.
today. Shout out to Brenda.
Brenda's
But yeah, I feel
amazing.
like it's not whether you should change. You are gonna change.
You heard that,
Yes,
Valentina?
yes,
Come
yes.
on.
You are you are
Wow.
gonna change. Full stop. It's
Wow.
like
Right.
of course, I think what MingY said is right. Use your friends as a benchmark because
Yeah.
they are going to be able to see the change real
Yes.
clear.
Yeah.
And I think like one of my close friends, she was in a relationship for 5 years.
Right.
And
Ooh.
she felt that she changed, but because she was really trying to become a vision of maybe what he wanted. And this is me, but this is more in a cultural and religious aspect.
right.
And she, she's many years into it, and she was like, I was really changing myself to
Meet expectations.
meet his maybe expectations and
right.
in making herself smaller to
Right.
fit in to
His
maybe
narrative.
his
Yeah, yeah,
narrative and to what he
Right.
wanted. They're not together anymore, and she is so much happier now
Yeah.
because she's realized that.
Right.
But
How much? That's too much.
Yeah.
I think there should be like some standards along the way. Like, yo, if you just started dating, don't change your whole life. Right. But if you're like along the way, like up to engagement, or if you're getting married, yeah, there are certain levels of change that need to happen in your life because the level of how serious your relationship is changing.
Yes.
And you should change along with that. You know, don't like first day dating. Hey, so she actually lives in San Francisco. I guess I'm gonna move there now.
yeah,
Yo, that's
I mean,
crazy.
If you got the money.
I mean,
You know?
I mean,
But no, I agree with Mel on that one. Like I think there's change that is that should take place, and then
Yes.
there's also you.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you got to stay true to yourself.
Just be smart, guys.
There's no right answer for this, to be honest.
But it's hard.
It's
It's
hard.
hard to identify when you're in it because
Especially when you love.
Absolutely. I've been there.
I do have one note though. Don't force someone to change for you.
Yeah.
Because that's not love.
That's not love.
not.
All right. Love.
Even if you're saying it's love.
Yeah, it's not
ain't.
love. Love is not selfish. All right, let's move on.
Move on.
Fun question time. Should I kiss before we get together or get together before we kiss?
Should I kiss before we get together or get together and then kiss?
First off, you should not kiss anyone without consent. Just saying, putting it out there. Oh, just saying and putting it out there. I think to be safe, ask first.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mel?
saying.
I've
Mel
said to a boy once when he was like, and he asked me permission to kiss me, and I was like,
no.
That's
why
not
you asking?
permission.
Oh.
Just like,
just do it.
Oh.
Just do it. And I was like, why you got, I was like, why you, just do it.
just kiss me now.
Would the
Maybe
right
kill
answer be just read the room?
But it was like, can I kiss it right now? I was like, just do it.
Oh, ladies.
Okay. I'm gonna say it really depends on the individuals and the dynamic of that future relationship. If it's gonna be a relationship, I know a lot of people don't lock themselves down. Like they date, and at the end of the night they might kiss, they might not.
2019.
Yeah, but for me, it's I'm a bit more traditional.
Yeah.
I'm a bit old school. So
you can kiss me. Put a ring on it, man.
no, wow, that's a long time.
Oh.
It's a long ass
Hey,
time.
fun fact: I have friends who I literally have friends. I respect them so much. They're married now. The girl's requirement was the first kiss has to be on the altar.
That is.
And they lived up to it. They did
And when they kissed, the room went.
I videoed it.
berserk.
Okay.
It's still in my phone.
Okay.
If you all want to watch.
I'm sorry.
Okay, cool.
That's weird.
Let's,
No.
no, it is. Hey.
That was.
Okay.
I mean, you do you.
Are you ready? Let's go for a small little tasty little snack question. Are you ready?
What?
Monthsaries, weekasaries, daysaries. What are your thoughts?
Get out of my face, dude.
I'm like, no.
I have no tolerance. Like, what have we become? That even we're like, I mean,
Hey baby, happy 31st day. Yeah.
I think it though. Some
We
use
went-
it as a good reason to be like, we're gonna go have a date.
Right.
This is our thing.
Yeah.
Which, yes.
Daysaveries. Did I even say that right?
Dayversaries.
Dayversaries. Weekasaries.
That makes me.
Sounds like a weak dinosaur, dude. Like a weakosaurus,
Or
dude.
maybe they don't have faith in their longevity. So it's like,
No, I feel like you just kind of like pinned it on the anus.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
I want to
Say
see
it
that
again.
pin.
No, you can't. No.
Say
no,
what?
Mel, no, say it again. What is it? It's like they have no.
It's like no faith in their longevity.
Exactly.
Guys, okay, let me, the simple psychology of rewarding, right?
Yeah.
Here we
This
go.
is what you guys are doing as a couple. You are rewarding yourself for achieving another week.
That is bad.
You are rewarding
What does that
yourself
say about
for
you?
7 days of being committed.
I mean,
What
okay.
is next level? Who does week?
Okay,
Month
okay.
anniversary is fine.
Oh,
I can
it's for
understand.
real,
You know,
it's
you
for
want to
real.
celebrate,
I know some
but
people
Yeah,
on my
it's for real.
Instagrams, right?
Week is-
Week series, man.
So like, no, the beauty of an anniversary is a whole year. It's a tradition, right? One 365 days around the sun, we meet back here again. We did it. But if you got to celebrate 12 times a year just to make yourself feel better about being together,
I'm not gonna mention any names, but there was once this person on my Instagram,
Okay.
who took a picture of their Montessori and said "Happy Montessori, baby, love you." And then there was a long story. We didn't celebrate our last Montessori because we were unhappy with each other. So that's why we didn't celebrate it. So
Right.
that, to me, that was like, oh, it's conditional now. You know, like the more we set these things up, it's like we're losing sight of the long term.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel you do you guys. I mean, if you're one of the people at home or like in the car listening to this, and if
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
celebrate week series and month series,
Guys,
oh,
please.
no hate.
No
Yeah,
hate.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just my
It's
opinion.
Just our opinion.
It's
Just our
just-
opinion.
just
It's like,
consider,
own it.
just
It's
consider,
fine.
guys, the less you celebrate, the more money you save.
Correct. Also that.
You by default already have 2 birthdays, each other's birthday to celebrate.
yeah.
Your actual anniversary date.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day.
Also, if we're gonna celebrate Montessori's and Weekessori's and days of Furries,
How about the hours of Furries?
are we gonna start like celebrating the fact that you're still breathing in oxygen every 24 hours? Are we gonna do that? Because if we're not,
Yeah, guys,
I don't see the point.
we have birthdays a year because
Yeah,
we
just
achieved the year.
stick to that,
All right,
man.
let's move on before we get next.
I'm getting angry, dude.
Oh my lord! Paying for the first date, guys or girls, who should pay and do you do Dutch? Oh,
Based on previous experience, let's talk about that.
oh,
I've paid on
First dates?
First dates, yeah.
Okay.
I paid on first dates. I've gone Dutch.
personal preference, I guess.
It's personal preference. I don't know, but that's just me. I know some.
I
don't
pay for
know.
everyone's food. To me,
Yeah,
it's
we
just-
pay for so many people's
You
food.
guy, you girl, we on a date or not, we just pay for food. I think it's just how you are.
There's no. I don't.
But I do think it's more of the reverse. Are you expecting someone to pay for
Oh
you?
yeah. Do you get offended
Yeah.
if a guy or girl asks you to half C's on the first date? Would we get offended?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Well, okay. I think what we maybe should really say is like, guys, don't go telling your friends, "Hey, you better not date him, huh? Because you didn't pay on the first date." I'm like,
I mean,
calm
like,
down.
Yeah.
Calm
You're sweet.
down.
That guy might probably
Privilege.
be a
Butt crack.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He might just be a very careful boy.
Yeah.
You know, these kind of people usually are the very responsible financially people,
yeah.
at the risk of being very stingy as well. Just saying.
In defense of the ladies or the men who prefer the other half to pay, maybe you want to know if they're financially stable and they can take care of
Hey.
you. Stop being stupid. Take care of yourself.
But you know,
That's
that's
all
a
I gotta
really
say.
good thing. You know, if you're fresh in the dating and you can talk about money immediately,
Yeah.
why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why wait for 5 years to find out whether money is a sensitive subject? Just put it on the table first date.
Yeah. No, I like doing that. It's like you put them in an uncomfortable situation. You get to know each other a lot faster.
I mean, this is the thing I hear a lot. I think with people our age, I know some who aren't. A lot of guys who aren't dating because they say, "How can I afford?" I'm like, guys.
What? Where are you guys
Don't
going?
and also, where are you finding?
Where are we going to eat, by the way?
What partners are you looking for? That shouldn't even
Yeah.
be a thing. It's okay.
Man, this can
It's
spiral
alright.
into so
Man.
much of
What
my
are we being
expected.
told?
Have you been to
Yeah.
McDonald's? Man, they've got great deals.
Yo, if we go McDonald's, I pay for you every single day of the
Yeah,
year.
legit though.
All right, let's move on.
Move on.
There's so many things to talk about. Okay. Okay. Is getting comfortable good? How do you keep things interesting?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
If getting comfortable in the aspect of your
Yeah.
partner, I want to say your partner starts to feel like you're taking them for granted, then no.
Again, that's a good point to say. It is comfortable versus complacent.
Complacent.
Okay, so there's a difference. I think people are more worried about. It's not about getting comfortable. It's getting complacent.
Yes.
Comfortable is great.
You need to have-
You need
yeah.
to be comfortable around each other. But when you mistake it for complacency, what's
Yeah.
complacency? Examples. Go, guys. Shoot.
Ooh,
Effort, maybe.
effort.
Huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for repeating my words,
Sorry,
guys.
I'm thinking, what is
How do you get complacent in a relationship? I mean, because I know, right? Complacency ends
okay?
relationships.
There's a difference between
Right.
being comfortable farting around each other
Okay.
and then
This-
being like,
Yeah.
what's-
I tell you what, being able to fart around each other compared to like, yeah, she'll flush the toilet bowl for me.
That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Yeah, I don't flush anymore. I think it's more about effort. I think it's
Effort.
about like compared to the first time you go out date, compared to like, oh yeah, sorry, forgot our anniversary, didn't book anything.
I think I
Go.
I figured it out.
Go.
It's sort of like, you make those normal effort things for each other as a couple.
Right.
It's when you stop doing little things like, hey, thank you so much for doing the dishes today.
Right.
Thank you. And versus just expecting them to kind of do
Why
it because
never wash?
it's just, yeah. And those little things that you do for each other naturally,
Yeah.
it's just
Actually, that's true.
don't just yeah.
When you stop trying, when you
Yeah.
stop doing the little things,
You expect.
that's when this becomes a question.
Yeah.
Am I getting too comfortable? No. That's complacent.
Yeah.
Man, that's.
Oh, I
rough.
think a great question to ask yourself is: am I expecting this person to do this for me without communicating?
Yeah, that's
right?
not guys. That's not comfort. That is just bad all around. Like they're not
Yeah.
here to serve you.
I think I think maybe the best way around this, or kind of like to face this head on, is be intentional. Like be intentional. Like
Yes.
everyone will say, "Oh, love, the sparks die out." Yeah, with everything. Like there is a need to be intentional with your love. Like you decide to love this person. It's more than just a feeling. It's a decision, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's like we can't operate on just emotion.
Yep.
So emotion is a fleeting thing, right?
Yeah, you can't feel sparks for 70 years, guys.
I mean, some people
Your
do, and that's
brain
great.
will fry.
Yeah.
Just saying we are hormonally we can't.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah, I think there's a YouTuber I follow. I think she's real, Jen Im, and she talks
Jen?
about Jen. She's huge, right? And she started openly talking about going for counseling because a big part of it. She says, I want to grow so I can be the best version of myself for my partner.
Right.
Because you're in a marriage, you're in for the long term.
That's correct. And yeah.
I think that's a great example of not being comfortable.
Great.
Yeah.
And that relates back to we answered a question previously. How much should you change for someone else? You see, with that change comes from yourself,
Yeah.
good.
It's genuine, man.
That's genuine. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, let's keep things going.
Let's go.
We're nearing the end of the podcast for this one. Let's just go for a fun one first, okay? Quick one.
Okay.
How many gifts are too many gifts?
How many gifts are too many
No
gifts?
such thing.
Oh!
No, yeah. There's no such thing. But don't expect it.
Yeah, that's great.
many gifts.
On the receiving end, just don't expect it.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it's your birthday, then you're allowed to expect it.
Actually, to be honest, that's true. It's a lot of these questions actually, interestingly, right? It's where are you looking at this question from?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with giving people gifts if you're capable. Just don't be financially
Yeah,
irresponsible.
don't eat
Yeah,
grass, but-
that's a great one. And
Right.
don't set yourself up for a standard you cannot maintain.
Yeah.
So like year one, I'm buying you a MacBook Pro,
Whoa.
and I'm still a student, right? Year two, what am I gonna do? You know, I'm still earning maybe 100 ringgit more than what I earned last year.
You
But
have to give a Lamborghini in
I
year
have
two.
to give you my lungs at some point.
I actually did notice it. I'm a bit salty about this, but a while back, I saw people getting together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And their first anniversary, okay, they did it right, anniversary, but they would go
Yeah.
to the Maldives. They would
Oh.
go to
be nice.
like
That's
Alaska.
the honeymoon destination.
They would go on their I take it even there are people in the first month or
They go to Maldives.
They would go to Maldives, they would go to Greece, they would go to like give me
Oh
a
my
place.
goodness.
Give me what's a great they would Spain. I don't know who goes to
France.
Spain. But that's cool.
If you got the
If you got the
goodies,
goods, but
right?
when you get married,
Then where you gonna go? The
the
moon.
only thing left is either Mars or the
or
moon.
Uranus.
So are you saying
Uranus.
build up to
Build
it?
up. Yeah, no, build up is important.
Build up is important.
We are
Pace
mammals.
yourselves.
We need the delayed gratification.
Yeah, we
need
do.
the cap in it.
Are you trying to tell
Because-
Su Yan that it's
No.
time to bring you to the Maldives?
So here's my rationale behind that
baby.
one.
Oh boy.
Hey, baby.
Here's my rational reasoning behind why we should pace ourselves, right? It's not just so much on the person who can afford it financially.
Right.
It's also sending a message, right? To this is how much I love you in X amount of dollars, right?
Okay.
The minute I give you a present that isn't
The same amount.
or less than the year before, does that mean I love you
Oh,
less?
I
Does that mean you think I love you less? right?
I appreciate
What do you think, Mel?
I think both the person need to start questioning their motivations and what they think
Yes.
is love. That's no.
How would you feel though 1 month in? Hey, we're going to Maldives.
And then he does that for 2 years, or maybe 6 years. And then the 7th year, he tells you, we're going to McDonald's for our anniversary.
It's fine.
You're a great girl,
okay,
Mel.
girl.
I'm
You're
like,
a
no,
great
but
girl.
no, Maldives. I'm like, yes, amazing. That sounds great, but man, I love McDonald's too.
Okay, you're a
Okay,
beautiful
guys,
person.
let us wrap this session up with a very, I would say this.
Wait, do we have an answer for that one? Just pace yourselves.
just how many gives? Too many gives?
Pace yourselves.
Pace yourself.
Only you know.
But
Yeah.
not everybody's love language is a gift.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
It's
That's-
always
yeah.
great giving gift, but yeah, if you're giving it wrongly, don't give anything.
Just don't give it, man.
Some people like time. Some
Some people like touch.
just okay.
Some people like to,
Yeah, just shebang
visit
bang.
Uranus.
Okay, let's move on. No. Okay.
Just kidding. Maybe.
Let's wrap this session up, guys. I'm going to compile a few questions into this one because I think
That's pretty bad.
this you guys are crazy. This is a good wrap up for this session, okay? So basically, this question comes in two intensities, two levels of intensities. Number one, can couples who break up get back together? Pretty simple one, right?
Yeah.
And I think the answer is yes.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong.
Yes.
Unless you killed someone. Did you kill someone? You should go to jail.
So they're saying are they trying to say like, I shouldn't look back? Like,
Yeah.
it's done. I
Hey,
shouldn't look back.
again, I think that's a personal choice. Like, I feel if you want to close the chapter of your life and just close it.
Yeah, so that's the one. If you're in an abusive relationship, mentally or
Right.
physically, right, and you get out and you want to go back, don't do that.
Right.
Check with your friends.
But if it's all okay.
But if it's all okay and you guys just drifted apart, LDR or something, and then you want to get back together, explore that option.
I mean, example is like sometimes, people get together way too early. Primary
Way
school.
too early. Disgusting.
Right?
Yeah.
And then they meet each other again when they're working and they fall in love again.
It's fine. But if he's been abusing you, don't.
So that goes to the second level of intensity.
Mel, here we go.
Getting back with a cheating ex.
Ooh.
Yay or nay?
Mel?
No.
No.
This to be honest, this is something
No.
that I think everyone knows someone who has been in this. I literally know all three people in all three sides of that relationship. Meaning,
I getcha.
the culprit, basically the
culprit.
one already in a relationship who finds another one.
Yeah.
The one who is in a relationship that didn't find another one.
Yeah.
And I even know the guy who is a third party.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
all aspects of it. When this
we're-
goes down,
We're
Very
not
complicated.
gonna tell you what to do.
It's
But,
it's really complicated.
this is opinion. At this point,
is-
opinion. Getting back with a cheating ex.
I feel like it's a web that you gotta unravel really, really slowly.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Because we hear a lot of marriages. We have a lot of fame. Look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. There's a lot of famous.
Yeah.
It
Lemonade.
depends.
Lemonade.
They work on it and you get through it. I don't know. You hear more of the scenario though.
To be honest, okay, just small background. I think that the whole thing about infidelity, disloyalty, and dishonesty,
Yep.
relationships are built on trust. Full stop. Don't even talk about romantic relationships. Friendships are built on trust, and this is like the holy grail of relationships. When the holy grail of a bad thing.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of a holy grail of a bad thing?
The unholy.
The unholy grail. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. The unholy grail of anything that can happen in a relationship is basically just getting cheated on or cheating on someone with someone else. And more often than not, we always hear the phrase "once a cheater, always a cheater." I would say that in a lot of sense of the matter, in a lot of ways, it is true. But I also do not undermine the human potential to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that, in this circumstance, more often than not, it never does.
Yeah.
Because it's about the environment. It's about why you cheated in the first place. It's about because cheating is considered like the highest level of a wrong. If that person subconsciously, like let's say I cheat on you, if I subconsciously like realize like, oh, you know what, I can get away with this and still get back together with you, it does something to your head. And on your side, are you going to tell me you're going to be forever peaceful with the trust that is in between? If you can get over that,
I can rob a bank.
yeah, if you can get over that, well, props to you, but I can't. I personally,
I think it's personal.
I
Yeah.
can't.
It depends on what you
Yeah.
can deal with and
I can't. And we work in the
Yeah.
entertainment industry when trust is so important, right? Because
I think it's important everywhere.
I mean, obviously, but because we have to spend time with actors, actresses, we have to
Right.
be out there and seen. To me, I take trust with the opposite gender and being very honest and open with my wife. I take it very seriously. This is like,
you're very hard for you to.
yeah. Even if I wasn't, you're right. Even if I wasn't in the entertainment industry, I can't.
Yeah.
I have been cheated on before. Like I've been the victim of this. That feeling is
Man, I've been
not
cheating
cool.
on so many times. So many times.
Yeah, this is not cool. This is not cool. And I did something really stupid. I'll let the person back into my life. True enough. But but that's just me.
Yeah.
You guys want to share your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, I'll say like full disclosure, I've been the bad person that's made mistakes. I've cheated
Yeah.
on a partner, and dude, I feel terrible, and it is completely, absolutely wrong.
Right.
There's no excuse for it.
Right.
I wish I was mature enough to be able to like identify. I mean, I know why it happened, but
Right.
and I take full responsibility for what happens
Right.
after that.
Right.
And like, I get it,
Right.
and I would know, like, that happens. There's really no going back
Yeah.
to that relationship.
It's like a permanent step, like a stamp on
Absolutely.
that, right? You can't undo it no matter what you try. You gotta live. It's either you find that your partner is strong enough to live with it,
Yeah.
or you find out somewhere along the way that maybe not, right? But I think at least we have the chance of getting to know you. We can't speak on everyone's behalf. We can't speak on all the cheaters of the world. Just if there's a way to put it out there. But getting back together with an ex, cheating ex, personally, I'm not so sure about that. Because I've never had a good experience of it.
There was already something lacking in that relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna go back. I
You're
don't
working
know.
uphill already.
You're
it's-
definitely
it's-
working, and every situation is going to be different.
Right.
But
That feeling is still going to be the same. That feeling's going to be the same, and it's going to
Man,
be.
yeah, this just bringing back so many memories right now.
is this what
It's
you're
just wow.
Yeah.
What is
But
the,
yeah.
wait, what's the most haunting thing about this in for you?
It makes you feel like you're not good enough, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta think about that person you getting back with again, or asking for a chance again, or what you making them feel, right? And then like, bitch,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Listen.
but that's what we think, guys. I mean, no joke. This is something that everyone kind of like will
Yeah.
struggle with. on all three sides.
I have to admit, I do have friends who are in this position. I give them a really hard time because
Yeah.
I care about them.
No, as you should.
Yeah, right.
No, as you absolutely.
But at the end of the day, it's your choice.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
if you feel confident to it, all we can say is, as friends,
we support you.
we support you. We're always there for you. But
We want you
if,
to be happy.
if shit hits the fan,
We told you so. Yeah. We're gonna wrap up the podcast right here. Hopefully, you guys got something juicy to kind of like chew and digest over the week. Mel, any final words?
okay. Yeah. How about this? All of us, right?
Yeah.
In terms of relationships, what's the best advice you've ever heard in a relationship?
Oh, wait. Best advice.
The best thing you've learned in terms of love.
So I got this from my girlfriend, and she said this, which I feel is very true. We don't believe in tolerance. I don't tolerate in a relationship. I understand and I grow with you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Because tolerating
Brenda's clapping hands,
a
yeah.
person
Yes.
or a behavior
Right.
means that you are still
There's some
like
shit you have to put up with.
you're putting up with it. You're
Yeah.
not like you are trying to block that out, right? But if you understand and grow with that person, that's different because you learn.
yeah.
Right, together.
Yeah.
So that's mine. That's mine.
Yes.
How about you?
Gosh, the best that I've heard.
The best thing you've learned. The
Best thing I've
you've-
learned. I think the best thing I learned from my own mistakes in relationships, and you have to do a lot of work on yourself.
Right.
And you're gonna go into something, and hopefully your values are the same, but also
Right.
at the same time identify when you feel yourself. I want to see what we talk about changing,
Yeah.
or maybe becoming somebody you're not,
Right.
not in a good way, to meet the expectation of someone else, because that could lead to a lot of problems.
But it needs a lot of self-awareness.
Yeah, and that's self-awareness when I was a lot younger that I didn't have.
Right.
And that led to a lot of hurt on my partner's end and like time, and also on my end.
When you're in, yeah.
Yeah.
But we all grow up.
Yeah.
I think we all get hurt when we're young because we're dumb.
absolutely.
That is it.
They were dumb. but like,
Might still be dumb.
they still be dumb.
That's the beautiful thing about love. But I guess just to wrap it up, if there's anything I could share, love is not an emotion.
Yeah.
Love is a choice. That's the best thing I've learned my whole life, because puppy dog love ain't gonna last. The honeymoon period ain't gonna last. When the sparks die down,
Yep.
what you left with? Your body ain't gonna last. The banging ain't gonna be banging after 40 years.
Ooh,
Love
yeah.
is waking up every day and saying, I choose you over everything else.
Wow.
That is it.
Yeah.
Wrote into my vows. I believe in it 100% because I think you will really show someone how much you love them if at all odds you are angry, you are frustrated, and you are unfairly treated, but you can just say, I choose your emotions over mine. That's love.
Yeah.
We're going to plug in Cesarius. It's you right now just to end this one. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Thanks, Mel, for being here.
Hey,
You guys are going to be hearing her a lot more often. We're jumping into a brand new season of content. See you guys on the flip side.
We hope you guys have enjoyed this chop fun of a podcast. Have a great week, guys.
Let us know which question resonated with you the most.
Yeah, and tag us if you want to ask stuff. We got this all from you. Love it. Love you guys. Love each other right. Don't do Montefiore. I'm sorry. Do you.
Do you. Love.
Do love.
Love. Mel?
Loves.
As Terry Crews said, Terry loves love.
Lead with love.
Love. See you guys.